What's up, guys? It's Daniel and welcome back to another video. Today I am going to be doing my video for my 5 drivers that should be in the NASCAR Hall of Fame. Keep this in mind, these are just my 5 drivers who I think should be in the NASCAR Hall of Fame. All 25 people I would love to put in the NASCAR Hall of Fame. I would love to. However, with NASCAR's rules, only 5 can get in, and I think these are the 5 most deserving. Now, there's a few guys that I did not put in that are going to shock you, and some of them that I would definitely say are on the outside for me, but they're close. But these are my 5 hard down to the bone drivers and owners and people that should be in the NASCAR Hall of Fame. Let's go. The first one, I think, is a very obvious pick. He is a first-year eligible per driver. He got eligible after being retired at the end of 2016. He was one of the most popular drivers in the NASCAR garage when he was around. My first pick is Tony Stewart. By the way, happy birthday to Tony Stewart. It is May 20th. It is his 48th birthday, so happy birthday to Tony Stewart. I think this is a pretty obvious pick. I don't understand why people have to disagree with me on the Tony Stewart pick. People are going to disagree, but I think it's pretty obvious. Tony Stewart is a 3-time Monster Energy Cup Series champion, 2002, 2005, and 2011. He won the Brickyard 400 twice, which were his only 2 premier wins. He won that in 2005, 2007, 2-time Brickyard 400 champion. He had 49 career wins as a driver. He is also a 2-time champion as an owner, 2011, 2014. 2011, he won it as the driver. 2014, Kevin Harvick won the championship in the number 4 car. He is the only driver to win a championships in IndyCar and NASCAR. No one else has ever held that title before. And he has 51 wins as an owner in the Monster Energy Cup Series. His team is one of the top premier teams currently, Stewart Haas Racing, which he currently owns with Gene Haas, but he bought that team back in 2009. And I think that team is going to continue to grow into wins. Tony Stewart should be an obvious pick for everybody. He's the best driver and person on the list of people here. Not to say that anyone else on the list sucks or anything. I just think he's the most colored person on the list. And I think he should be a first-year Hall of Famer. The second person on the list is a person I think that is very underrated. He's a guy that isn't really talked about in the history books as much. He's talked about a little bit, but I don't think he's appreciated as much as other people on the list. The second pick for me is Bobby Labonte. Bobby Labonte won the NASCAR Monster Energy Cup Series Championship in 2000. He also won the NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship in 1991. He won the Coke 600 in 1995, which was his first career win in the Monster Energy Cup Series. He also won in 2000 both the Brickyard 400 and the Southern 500. Bobby Labonte was the first driver to emerge from the Joe Gibbs stable, and he's one of the greatest drivers of all time. Also, he won 21 career NASCAR Monster Energy Cup Series races. That is my second pick, and I think Bobby Labonte should be another guy that you consider being a NASCAR Hall of Famer. If he doesn't get an I understand, but I think that he should be a Hall of Famer. Speaking of Joe Gibbs, that is my third pick. My third pick is Joe Gibbs. Joe Gibbs has 164 Monster Energy Cup Series wins as an owner. I believe he's the only owner to win a Super Bowl as well. In fact, I think he has 3 Super Bowls at this moment as a coach for the Washington Redskins. He is a 4-time NASCAR Monster Energy Cup Series champion, and he won that in 2000, 2002, 2005, 2015. He also is a 2-time NASCAR Xfinity Series championship owner when he won in 2009 and 2016 with Kyle Busch and Daniel Suarez. And those 4 champions in Cup were Bobby Labonte, Tony Stewart twice, and Kyle Busch. He's also a 3-time Daytona 500 champion. He won in 1993 with Dale Jarrett, 2016 with Denny Hamlin, and just recently this year in 2019 with Denny Hamlin. He is also a 5-time Brickyard 400 champion. He won in 2000 Bobby Labonte, 2005, 2007 with Tony Stewart, and 2015 and 2016 with Kyle Busch. He also won a lot of other national events, including multiple Southern 500s and multiple Brickyard and multiple Coca-Cola 600s, including the one that Bobby Labonte won. And Carl Edwards won in 2015 as well. Joe Gibbs is a guy I've always respected as an owner, and I think that with him being one of the best owners currently today, with him winning, as so far the team has gone to victory 7 times, including the Daytona 500 and Bristol and multiple other races like Texas. Joe Gibbs should be a person that is locked into the NASCAR of Fame in 2020. I would pick him last year to get in 2019. I think that he should be a Hall of Famer in 2020. My 4th pick is the first non-Joe Gibbs officiated driver. He was considered the NASCAR's original Ironman, Ricky Rudd. Ricky Rudd won 23 Monster Energy Cup Series races, and he, like I mentioned, was NASCAR's original Ironman. He ran 788 consecutive starts. He held that record until Jeff Gordon passed him in 2015 with, I believe, 789 consecutive starts. He also won 6 races as an owner, including the 1997 Brickyard 400. 1997 Brickyard 400. Ricky Rudd is a guy that deserves to be in the NASCAR Hall of Fame, also nicknamed Rooster, for those of you who did not know. I don't know who is not named Rooster. What am I talking about? But yeah, Ricky Rudd should be a NASCAR Hall of Famer as well. He's a guy that I think is colored, and he's a great person as well. The final pick for my NASCAR Hall of Fame, is someone that was a NASCAR commentator and one of the greatest successful. He was a successful TV commentator. He also won 19 Monster Energy Cup Series races. Buddy Baker is my final person to get into the NASCAR Hall of Fame. He won, like I mentioned, 19 Monster Energy Cup Series races. He was the 1970 Southern 500 champion, a 2-time Coca-Cola 600 champion, back-to-back in 1972 and 1973. And he also won the fastest Daytona 500 at the time, the 1980 Daytona 500 champion. And like I mentioned, in 1992, he became a successful TV commentator, and he was a commentator for 8 years on channels like TNN, the National Network, and CBS. And that is my final pick for the NASCAR, the top 5 drivers to get in the NASCAR Hall of Fame. There are some people that did not mention, and I think it's going to be interesting. Some other guys that, outsiders that could get in, maybe. You're looking at Harry Gant, you're looking at Ray Fox, Harry Hyde, Larry Phillips. These are guys that are eligible. But the 5 I mentioned right here are my 5 that I'm sticking with that are going to be NASCAR Hall of Famers in 2020. They don't all get in is what it is, but these are my 5 picks. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Turn notifications on so you can be notified of videos like my channel. And share this video out to your family and friends. Can we get 5 likes on this video? I will really appreciate it. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Links in the description for that. And also, on Wednesday, we will find out the 5 drivers to get in the NASCAR Hall of Fame. I believe it's at 4 o'clock. They announce the people that get in. Comment below your opinions on who you think should be NASCAR Hall of Famers. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, guys.